Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. I'm going to do a very short video. This is really for my friend Annika, who is Nails by a Newbie on Instagram, and she's just started getting into Essie Polishes. So we're going to have a look at some Essie favourites, because I said to her, before you start spending money on Essie polishes, let me tell you the ones that I've had experience with that are really good. I mean, some of them have not been so good, but the ones that I really like. So these are my favourite Essie polishes. I've got a little bit of daylight left, and I'm actually up in the bedroom. This is an old wooden chair that I'm leaning on at the moment. You'd laugh if you saw my behind the scenes setup. But yeah, I'm going to try and do this quickly while we've still got a little bit of daylight, so it gives you an idea. If you were going to start collecting Essies and you wanted an idea of a kind of starter pack of different colours, spring colours, autumn colours, darker pastel kind of shades, a mixture, and you wanted 10 in the pack, this is what I would suggest and recommend. Again, these are my personal favourites, and they're really based on not just the shades but the formula and the application. So I would say you can't go wrong if you get any of these. Yeah, so if the house was burning down, I had to grab 10 essences after I'd grabbed the cats and the dog, of course, I would be choosing these 10 here. So the first ones that I want to look at are the pastel essences. So these are great for spring, and they're lovely soft muted pastel, soft pastel colours. And so the first one here, this is Go Ginza. Now I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. I remember watching a video of Stacey at Polished Ways saying that she absolutely hated this polish, and I hesitated trying it at first because of that, but actually, again, it's all about different skin tones. I absolutely love this polish. It's perfect formula, perfect application, and gorgeous colour. And if you like pinks and purples, you know, you've got a bit of a mixture of both there. It's definitely a lavender toned, very pale pink. So that's Go Ginza. Not sure I'm in focus here. In fact, I'm pretty sure that I'm not. So that's what it looks like. Not getting a great deal of light here, but yeah, that's the colour. Let's Go Ginza. I won't show you all the bottle shots actually, because we will be here a long time because of the focus. This is Go Ginza. So it's that lovely soft, trying not to get in the light here. It's that lovely soft pale pink with a dash of lavender. Love that one. This one here is a classic. This is Mint Candy Apple. Perfect for the springtime, and it's a gorgeous mint green, very pale. I have seen a couple of this always comes up in people's favourites, the nail people that I'm subscribed to on YouTube, or it always comes up, and I think it was watching YouTube videos and knowing that I like green polish, I thought, I'm going to have to try that one. I didn't regret buying this. It's absolutely gorgeous. I understand why it's a classic, and it's the formula's okay. It's, you know, it's you don't have any problems with that in 2 coats. So that's Mint Candy Apple. I was going to say by Essie, but obviously they're all by Essie. The next one here is Parker Perfect, and this is a pale. It's not too pale, but it's a pale grey. Get all the muck off that. There you go, if you can see. And if you can see there, it has got this flaky shimmer that's running through it, silver shimmer that's running through it. And you can see, it's very subtle, but you can see it on the nail. Absolutely gorgeous, and that's Parker Perfect. And the last pastel is, some of you may have noticed what this is already, this is Bikini Sotini. Again, similar to Mint Candy Apple, it's a classic. If you're into Essie, you're likely to have this. And it's a gorgeous cornflower periwinkle blue, and again it's got that shimmer running through it. Beautiful for the spring and the summer. There, so it has got a touch, it looks very, very blue there, but it's got a touch of purple to make it that periwinkle colour. So the next two colours I've got are a little bit brighter, so I would say more suitable maybe for the summer, possibly this one for the autumn as well, for the fall. And these are, so this is Mesmerised, which is a gorgeous blue, mid-tone blue, but it's one coat, and this is the very first polish that I realised, oh, you can have some polishes that are where you get completely fully coverage on one coat. I'm down to about here on this one, and it's a brilliant one coater. You've got Tarte Deco, which is this really pretty, it doesn't really look it doesn't look like anything in the bottle. When you get it on the nails, it really pops, and it's this very bright peachy orange colour. And I got this in a set with it was a pink, an Essie, like a dusky muted pink that I cannot remember the name of it now, but I'm sure when we go through the Essie polishes in a bit more detail, my entire collection, then we'll cover that, and I'll tell you which one was in the set. But that's these two, and so that's Mesmerised here, and that's Tarte Deco. Absolutely gorgeous, and it looks even better out in the bright sunshine in the summer. So that's those two, and the last four that I have are more, I would say, darker, more fall, winter appropriate colours. Now I found with Essie, they have different brushes, so it depending on your preference, you might want to check. That's quite a flat, that's a kind of flat brush on this one, and this one here has a very, very thin brush. So the brushes can be different on the Essies, so just double check that in case you've got a real preference in terms of your application for brushes. This one here is, whoops, this one here is Sexy Divide, and it's an absolutely gorgeous purple with this blue and silver iridescent, and it kind of shimmer, but it's also kind of colour shifts a little bit as well, from dark blue to dark purple. It's absolutely luscious on the nail, and that's that one there. So again, gorgeous for winter and autumn shade, beautiful, really, really shiny. Let's have a look at this next one here, is Vested Interest. And the thing that I like about this, I hope you can't hear that, my voice is really wheezy at the moment, got a bit of a cough. That's this one here, it's a dark, it's a grey, but there's a green undertone to it. I absolutely love these type of murky shades, especially in the winter. And I think, I wonder if we can see here the green, there is a slight undertone of green in there. Beautiful. I love these kind of like, is it grey, is it green? They're my favourite type of polishes, where it kind of seems to span two colour categories. So that's Vested Interest. This one here is For the Twill of It. And again, this is one of those unusual, it's difficult to see what colour this is in the bottle. It's got a green to grey to blue, slight colour shift to it, but there's also a silvery shimmer in there as well. So for Essie, I thought this was quite unusual. So it gives it that slight metallic tone to it, but you can see because my nail's so dark underneath. And these swatch wheels are just cheap and dreadful for it. They weren't cheap to buy. They were actually quite expensive for a pack of 5. I was astounded at how much they were, but the quality's really cheap compared to some of the others that I've had. But anyway, swatching problems. That's for the twill of it. Absolutely beautiful. And my final one is, this is one of the first Essies that I ever got. This is Bahama Mama. And this is a beautiful dark red, purpley berry kind of colour. I start wearing this probably sort of end of September, and which kind of kicks me into the more autumn type of colours. And it's beautiful. It applies it, but if you're careful, you can get again. This is another one that you can get. This Mesmerised is a straight up and down one coater. In fact, if you put more than one coat on, you'll get lumps and bumps. It's perfect in one coat. This one you can use 2 coats, but if you apply very carefully, you can actually get away with 1 coat. I love that one. That's Bahama Mama, and that's this one here. Gorgeous, very grown up kind of colour, but I love it. So there you go. I hope that's given you some idea of the Essies that are available if you're thinking of buying more Essies. I hope that's helped you make some decisions, Annika. Let me know, everybody, what Essies you have, which ones are your favourites. Do I need to rush out and get any? I know that these are just my top 10. I've got probably about 40 or 50 Essies altogether. So I've got quite a few, but let me know which ones are your favourites from your collections, and I'll see you next time. Bye.